Today I have Avery Myers. We tried to do the interview yesterday. Unfortunately, we had some Wi-Fi issues. So I'm very, very glad that you made some time for me to come back. It is 2 in the afternoon, her time in Spain. It is 8 a.m. here on the East Coast. Good morning for me and good afternoon for you. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for having me again today.
I was looking forward to this conversation. I want to talk to you about the hockey aspect and the social media aspect and just women's hockey in general, which I've been showcasing a little bit lately. I had your friend Emily on last week. She's really cool. We had a great conversation. I hope you got a chance to watch that. And we talked a lot about, I guess, opportunity for women after the collegiate season ends, right? After the collegiate stuff ends. You guys are kind of faced with, okay, where do I go? I love watching women's hockey. I love watching women's sports, period. It's not a lesser sport. It's not a different sport. Like women's soccer, women's tennis, everything. You guys go out, you do your thing, you slay it. What do you think it takes for society to catch on?
Yeah, I think it all starts with just going to a game. I know a bunch of people that had never been to a women's game. I know some of the men's players at St. Cloud State came to a game where we played the University of Minnesota and they were like, wait, why was that actually like good hockey, fun to watch?
You shocked them?
Yeah, I'm like it's like that, and especially in the WCHA where I played, that's the highest level you can get. Like that is talented, strong athletes. That's the best of the best. So I think it all starts with coming out to a game, and that is why I think social media has been a big part of everything and been so helpful because it just gives people a different look into things and maybe will make them, hey, we should go watch a game.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And I think once people do see the product, they're kind of sold on it. It's like, okay, listen, this is great. You just said it, right? If how do we get hockey to that level?
I mean the PWHL games they're selling out
Okay, good.
every once in a while. I'm not sure what all of them look like, but I went to a Minnesota Frost game and the stands were packed.
Okay, good.
So I think it's getting better and just having that professional league for kids to dream about, and people are able to take their kids there and say like, hey, you work hard, you could make it here one day. I think that's a step in the right direction for sure.
Let me ask you something that might be somewhat maybe controversial, right? So if you're saying that this Minnesota, it's packed, right, to the rafters, it's sold out. They're charging the same price for a hot dog at the men's game and the women's game. They're charging the same price for a beer, charging the same price for a cola, right? So then why would a professional woman hockey player make $40,000 a year where the man's making 1.6 million? And it just doesn't make sense. It's about bringing equality to all these other sports too. Do you have any take on that?
The tickets are a lot cheaper for the women's games, and to be completely honest, I don't know if we're at the place where people would pay a lot of money to go to a women's hockey game, unfortunately. So I agree they probably have to start a little lower to get to get this atmosphere and to make people have fun at the games, and then they can slowly start raising the prices and people will want to continue going because they've been before and they had such a good time. But yeah, I think like NHL games are like tickets can be pretty pricey, so that's they probably do make a lot more money in the end from those.
Yeah. I mean, even though narrowing the gap, you know what I'm saying? But it's a work in progress and we'll see
Right,
what happens. We just got to continue to work on it. And that's why I wanted to have you on. It's just exposure, right? I'm going to get it
right,
out on my channel. And trust me, man, I played sports. I love men's sports. I'm not some anti, I'm trying to, I just want,
right,
I feel like it's just for y'all to, you're getting these college scholarships, you're going through, you're doing everything, making a lot of money for the schools, making a lot of money for the teams. So it'd be really sweet to see you guys get more on that.
right, right.
So let's talk a little bit about a little more about Avery though. Born in North Dakota, right? You talk like an East Coast girl, kind of. So maybe it's just from, I don't know. And then so you played at New Hampshire, you played St. Cloud. Tell me the journey a little bit, but let's rewind slightly further. At what age did you fall in love with hockey and say, this is my passion and this is what I love doing?
I don't even remember. I've been playing literally as long as I can remember.
Like as a top, like 5-year-old, 6-year-old?
Yes, and I played on my sister's team and my dad was the coach, so I always loved it.
Okay.
I would go, my dad would let me hop on the ice with my sisters with my sister's team. They were 2 years older than me. Every like 6 a.m. practice they had, I was able to go out. So I just remember I've always loved the game, honestly. And then about high school years, I like figured out that it's something that I could continue. So started doing a little more like showcases recruiting wise because it was harder to get recruited in North Dakota. So did a lot of Minnesota hockey and then visited a lot of schools my summer going into my senior year. UNH was one of them. I ended up like I loved it. The campus is beautiful, place is beautiful. I didn't think I would mind being far away from home. So that's where I picked, and it ended up not being the right spot, but it was a good experience for me to have.
Tell me more about that as far as it not being the right spot and, not to maybe, unearth old wounds or anything, but, why in a nutshell, like, why did it not work out? Was it homesickness or was it just the coaching or like, what was the situation, I guess, where you just didn't mesh? Not everybody's going to fit in, man. The Buffalo Sabres are absolutely notorious for getting, the best of the best players. And when they leave Buffalo, they go and they shred it. Like, there's just a laundry list, the Jack Eichels, the Sam Reinharts, and it's way before that.
Yeah.
Avery, it's way before that. It's been going on for like 30 years. What do you think it is that, people just kind of need to mesh, right?
You're right. For me, it was just the hockey. The school was a really good school. I loved my teammates and the people, but I just needed a new opportunity with hockey. I was in the stands a lot of the games. Felt like I did well when I got an opportunity, but
What do you mean you're in the stands a lot of the games?
I was scratched.
Why?
Coaches didn't see me fit best for the game to win us the game, and we had two losing seasons when I was there. We didn't win a whole lot of games, so that was also tough. When I went to St. Cloud, I had Coach Brian Adelsky there, hockey legend, and it was so different because I didn't get everything I wanted there by any means, playing wise. Like I wasn't the star of the show, but we were winning games and we were really good. So there's just a different side of things where when you trust in the coach and what they're doing and they're doing things well, then it's a lot easier to be put in that role. And I learned how to be a better teammate, a better leader, like not getting everything that I wanted on the ice. And that was the best experience that I've ever had was playing at St. Cloud State.
That's amazing. That's such a maturity, right? Like you saw yourself mature and develop not as a hockey player, but as a person, as a human.
100%. By no means did I always agree with the coach's decisions. Like, obviously, I'm biased towards myself, but I always respected them. And they always were able to have like honest conversations with me. I went into Brian's office countless times and he would just tell me it straight up, like what he thought. And I respected that so much. Like, whether I agreed with it or not, I would tell him. But I would say, all right, like at the end of the day, it is your decision. And he was good at what he did. Like he was a great coach. So it was just so much better being able to trust in that. And obviously my experience at UNH did help. I think that made me like who I am today, a big part of that. And as it was very mentally challenging for me there, but looking back at it, I wouldn't change a thing. I'm so glad I went there. I'm so glad everything that I did there.
That's a super cerebral answer. And I mean, just in speaking with you, you seem like a very no nonsense girl, right? Like you seem like you mean business. You're standing on business, man. You do. Like I watch,
I get that a lot.
yeah, like I mean, I watch these videos of you and stuff, and you're this fun, having a great time, whatever, right? And you're cool, right? I'm not saying that, but you have a way about you. I bet
Yeah,
you get that a
I
lot,
get that. I get
right?
that a lot.
You seem determined and you seemed like no nonsense. And when I say that, it's not an insult at all, it's a compliment.
No,
And
yeah.
I'm saying it like nobody's messing with Avery. Like you're messing with the wrong chick if you're screwing around with Avery, right? And I can see that playing out on the ice too. I'm sure you take a lot of that out on the ice. And that no nonsense attitude, number one, gains you respect, in the
Right.
game.
I knew my role, so I wasn't gonna get into all that.
Did you transfer portal from New Hampshire?
Yes, and St. Cloud did not have a head coach at the time. So when I committed to St. Cloud, I didn't know Brian was gonna be. So that was a little bit scary.
You rolled the dice.
Yeah, no, seriously, but to me, it felt like a no-brainer. I just felt at peace with that decision, and I was so much closer to home. And
I was gonna
my
ask, was
yeah.
that a big part of it too?
I mean, going through what I went through, it was hard to be away from home for sure, but I was honestly fine being far away and trying something new. But going closer to home it made things so much better. I
Yeah.
got to see my parents every weekend. They came to UNH one time. I was also there during COVID, so and out east was a lot stricter than back in North Dakota for COVID.
It was.
That didn't make things better there either, but
You're lucky you weren't up in Canada at that time because that was, I mean, I'm in Buffalo, which is, we're literally 15 minutes from the border of Canada. And it was bad. You're right. The East Coast was really a different ball game. Our first decision is not always the best decision. But what do you
right.
do with it? Do you stick with it? You realized it. You were smart enough to realize, hey, I'm not happy here. Like, this isn't working and I can do something about it. So as long as I have the power to do something about it, I'm going to, right? So you did that. You went on to where, you were more comfortable, got that experience. When your career ended at St. Cloud, I guess tell me about, the last few games there and kind of that feeling of sentiment or how, where you were at. What was your headspace at that point? Did you say I'm going to carry on and go play pro? Like, where were you at that?
Like heartbroken,
Yeah.
honestly. I was just like, what do I do now? I got my master's degree at St. Cloud, and
Good for you.
the entire time I had no idea what I wanted to do with it.
What is the master's in? What's the degree?
Management and leadership.
I could see you there, man. That's
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah, and obviously I love social media, and I had my own podcast with JoJo, our goalie at St. Cloud, and so I kind of started to get into that a little more, and I loved everything media wise. I do. So I just had no idea what I wanted to do. I have my own social media and I've been able to make a little money off that. So I'm like, maybe I can continue that. In about halfway through our season, I started thinking I could possibly play professionally. So I got an agent and was thinking about that. But I would say there was a very real, there still is identity crisis that I've been going through ever since like the season was ending, and especially having my social media be everything hockey, it's hard to find my identity outside of that when everyone knows me as that as well. Been known as a hockey player my entire life. Everyone asks me, "What do you do? What do you?" I play hockey. So that's been a really hard transition, and I do still play hockey, but I just do not think anything compares to Division 1 college hockey. I
Okay.
like
No,
that for me was the dream.
first of all, I love your honesty and I love your transparency. It's super cool to get someone who's honest and is saying, like, I had an identity. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to talk about yourself and where you're at, man. And you do crush it with social media. You have some great stuff on there. I could see you absolutely being extremely successful in a management, no nonsense kind of role, right? Is the hockey right now, is this like, hey, I want to go see the world, I'm not done with hockey? Or is this a gateway to something? Where do you see yourself, in a few years? Like, where do you want to take this?
Well, I was so adamant after the season on like, I don't want to get a job right now. I want to play and I want to see where my social media can go. But now I've kind of like, I'm really in an adjustment period. Like being in Spain, I haven't adjusted to the time changes, to the level of hockey, to just really anything. And so it's really made me kind of step back and think like what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I going to be doing in the future, even next year, like this summer? So I've started to look at jobs for the time being, even remote jobs. But because it is harder to do my social media here just because my United States brands. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be, honestly. I think job wise, I would love to work in sports. I would love to work in social media, in marketing. For the longest time, I thought I was going to be a lawyer like my dad. That's my idol. So I just wanted to be everything he was.
Young, you say for the longest time, man, you would crush it as a lawyer. Like, I mean, how old are you? 25 years old?
Yeah, but I don't know about the school. I don't know if I'm ready to go back
That's
to.
the problem. Everybody tells me that with lawyer. I'm not doing the school. Like, just, you know what I mean? There's no way. It's just, I don't know if you love school or not, but I'm not. No, I didn't. Like, smart, not smart, doesn't matter. You have your master's. You want to go for another 8 years?
No,
No, right?
I have no idea where I want to be. I think I'm having honestly a really tough time with that. Still just with that identity crisis, like who am I without hockey? Because I'm starting to figure that out. Like obviously hockey isn't as big of a thing here and I would love to grow it, but
You're not
you
going to
know,
do it.
and I'm trying, but it does make you realize like there's things outside of hockey and I've got to figure out what that is for me.
But let me go back to what I said earlier, though, about, everything, the karma and the purpose, right? I think you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And
Yeah.
and let me further explain that. Sometimes it takes things in our lives. Like, first of all, there's people that would give their left arm, to be Avery Myers right now in Spain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know that. And like, you're blessed all the way up. You've earned it. Don't get me wrong. You've worked your tail off and you've earned it. But to be where you are right now, you're seeing the world. You know what I mean? You're seeing
Yeah.
something. You get to do this, and you're so young. You're going to crush whatever you do. So don't feel bad about where you're at right now, because I know exactly. Like I said, you're going through that. It's very normal, right?
Yeah.
You're 25. You're not 45. You know what I mean? If
Right.
if you know, doors will open. Doors will
Yeah.
open based on your social alone, but then your hockey background. If I could give you any advice at all, I would say, let's sell Avery Myers, right?
Yeah.
Like let's sell Avery Myers and Avery Myers brand, as opposed to, I guess, this Spanish hockey team right now. You almost have to get selfish. I didn't know there was no one showing up in the stands. I didn't know that was the situation there. And as much as you love hockey, you can always love hockey. You can always play hockey, right? Maybe you'll coach. Maybe you'll be the head coach. I see so much potential in someone like you.
Literally everyone that I know is so I feel better, but all of my friends that played hockey, everyone's like, what am I doing? Like, who am I now? So I feel a little bit better and I know I am so blessed to be in Spain and the people here, Spanish people are way nicer than American
Are
people.
they
I
really?
will say that. Like
Yeah.
they have taken me in and treated me like family, which has made things so much easier
That's awesome.
and they owners of my club are from Montreal. So
Okay.
they basically brought hockey to Spain and they're trying to grow it and I want to help them so bad like with my social media and I'm doing their marketing side of things, which is good job experience for me, everything.
That's amazing.
So
That's
I
big trust with that. That's really good.
yeah, yeah. So I actually just started with that and I'm trying to get some sponsorships and posting on my own media and posting on their media and stuff like that.
I kind of see where your headspace is, but just keep in mind, man, right now you have the world by the, man, like you do, so don't feel bad. If, say, like five of your college teammates, right? Emily, I know, and then say a couple other college teammates from St. Cloud. What are they doing? Are they playing pro hockey? Just random five that you think of. First five you think of.
I first think of the three that are going to the PWHL.
Okay.
Uh, but they're obviously next level players. They're insane. So
Tell me more about the PWHL. Like I'm truly ignorant to it. I mean, it's tell me a little bit more about it.
I mean, it's the best of the best. Like you look at the players that are going there, and those are some of the best players that you've ever played with against. Like the girls from St. Cloud State that are there were the best on our team, carried our team, very physical, big, strong league. You go to a game and you're like everyone that's gone to a game is like, wait, what? Like they actually hit.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to as much in college hockey, but in the professional league, like they throw the body around and the
Okay.
girls are big. Like they are
Right.
big and strong. It's very physical.
Okay.
That's the first thing I think of when I think of
Is it
that league.
is it fast, real fast
Yes,
paced? Yeah.
very fast.
Yeah. Um, this was really cool getting to know you, though. It really was. I'll let you get on with your day. I'm going to give you a couple of fun questions, though, that I like to do. What's your favorite hockey shot? Like, what feels best to beat a goaltender? Is it bar down? Is it one from the blue line? Like, what's your favorite? What do you like?
This is gonna sound like maybe crazy, but a little muffin.
Yeah.
Always for me. Like I would just change up the speed a little bit
Okay.
over the shoulder.
Okay.
It's worked. I come in on a
Just let
shootout
it,
and
just let it like drop right there. Right.
yeah, and it honestly throws them off. Like my best friend JoJo, this is her 6th year there this year, but she always would be like, somehow it always gets me.
She's still playing in college.
Yep.
Okay. Because COVID, would she get another year or something?
COVID and then medical red shirt. So she's the grandma of the team.
And she's what, 20, 25? Is she thinking the PW or
She's a nursing major, so she does know what she wants to do after school. So I'm not exactly sure what she'll end up doing. Insanely talented, just like a God-given talent.
really?
It's
Is
an
she that
amazing
next level player, you think?
percent. Like, I mean, one of my friends, Alice, I don't, you've probably seen her on my TikTok, but we were just talking about her last night. Like she's just, when she's in net, you're just so confident. You can make mistakes and you feel good about yourself. You're like, all right, JoJo's in net. We got it. She's been to the Team USA camps and I can't even keep the Team USA stuff straight, but
I know
she's
there's all
been
kinds
to
of
the collegiate, whatever in Lake Placid. She goes all the time and yeah, she's really good. So I always tell her like you've got to try to play.
I don't know. I see like say I had a crystal ball, man. I see you being some like high level of hockey, like in PW thing. Maybe not playing. Like I see you like some high level boss woman type stuff, man. That's how you come
Yeah.
across.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's what I don't know. I got a little intuition. So if we're, in 5 years, you're like, hey, what's up, man? And you're like the running a team or something, then you heard it
Yeah.
first from D Money. Why number 21? What was the basis behind your number?
I was given a few options and I was 7 at UNH and in high school, but I grew up like wearing 13, 15, all numbers my dad wore. And I don't even remember what the options were, but I thought 21 was just a sick number. And it is. I love the number
I,
21. I love it. I think it is my favorite number now.
what's your favorite song to dance to when no one's around, no one's watching? You just want to rip. You just want to get off, sing, or just start getting down.
Getting down.
Getting down, man. Just no one's around. You're in a mood. There can be a couple. What comes to your head?
I'm not a dancer like you.
That was going to be the follow-up question. Are you a dancer?
You will never see me bust down like
No.
that.
No?
That's not a good sight. I'm not doing that.
You're honest.
I've been listening to a lot of like I like Jessie Murph. I like her. I don't know if you know who that is, but yeah, I listen to a lot of country music, but that's not really like bust down music either. So
Some Carrie Underwood, maybe some T Swift. I'm not down with the T Swift really.
me either.
It's too much hype with her. She
I've had
likes.
enough of hearing about her.
I've had enough, man. I'm sick of watching the football games and seeing her and whatever, and it's just ridiculous. How about ice cream? You like ice cream?
Love ice cream. I
What's your
have a
favorite?
big sweet tooth.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
In Spain, they have insane ice cream. I don't know what.
Okay, let's talk about Spain's ice cream. This is a
So,
big topic. I think that people are going to want to hear about.
yeah, well, the rink in Madrid is connected to a shopping mall,
Okay.
actually. Sick rink, retractable roof, so you can play like under the stars. So we got there early for skate one day and we were going through the food court. We were like, all right, what should we get? We saw this ice cream shop and there's like this fluffy ice cream here and it's all over. It's like when you scoop it up, like at an ice cream store here, except it's almost like soft serve, but
Yeah,
you scoop it.
like a custard.
Yeah, something like that. I've never seen it before, and it was the best ice cream I've ever had. I got like cookies and cream or something.
Dude, cookies and cream again. It's like the fifth time in a row I've asked, and cookies and cream has come up.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that's my favorite, but I like something crunchy in my ice cream.
This was a lot of fun. It really was. Thank you for taking the time. I think, the awareness is one thing. Hopefully it was good, for you to kind of voice it a little bit. And I feel like I made a friend for sure. I wish you nothing but the best. And we'll definitely keep in touch.
Yes, so nice to meet you. A little therapy session.
Yeah, love it though. Love it. Have
Yeah,
a great day. We'll talk soon.
you too. You too.
All right, take care.